Are we about ready to get this thing kicked off?
This is Mike from SoCal.
We are.
Hey, Mike, welcome to the call. If you could unrecord all this, John.
I guess what we have to do is come in on everything in order to hear it, right?
And I came across the spelling of your name, brother. And I said, I screamed it in my mind. Could this brother buy a vowel?
Harry?
Well, man, we like you, and we're glad you're part of this team.
John from Whitfield, Alabama. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide. Good to have more Alabama in the house. John, can you stop the recording?
Sure will.
Recording stopped.
Let's go ahead and get everybody
How about
muted.
that?
All right, guys, welcome to our Tuesday night Zoom opportunity meeting. We are glad that you're here, whether you are already a part of the Nexus Rewards family, or if you're a guest here tonight, maybe you've heard about us, maybe you're just now getting to know us, but thank you for taking this time to be a part of spending these next few moments with us. I am Pastor Scott out of Jacksonville, Florida. As always, your host for this call, and it is my privilege to get to introduce to you my business partner, a man that I've been working with. We have an LLC called FMG, the Fund Marketing Group, and we've been connected together doing business all over the world for over a decade. And our presenter tonight is one of the most phenomenal human beings I've ever met. This is a guy who is trustworthy. His character stands up all the time. He is one of the most honest men of high character and integrity, and he's a big-time success in our industry. He's been doing this for over 30 years. He
Recording
is a
in
highly
progress.
sought-after speaker. He is an international stage speaker. He is a 7-figure earner. He's written books, and he's had books written about him. When I talk to you about our presenter tonight, I'm not talking to you about a newbie. I'm not talking to you about a novice person. I'm talking to you about a guy who is a made man in this industry. He is a known man, and we are blessed to have him as one of our leaders in this company, as our presenter for tonight. So I want you to sit back, grab a pen, grab something to write with, take some notes, and listen to the master trainer and presenter himself, Mr. John Cini. Are you there, John?
Thank you, Scott. I appreciate that. I always am flattered by your kindness, and really glad that we are partners here together. And welcome, everybody. We are going to dive in. Let's stop talking about me. It's a bunch of old news. And let's get into what you're going to see here tonight. And we'll all be very happy at the end of this meeting. This is for you if you're a guest tonight. We're going to share with you our Nexus Rewards business. And if you like what you see, then you can join us at the end. And if you have other questions, we might even take a few questions after we're done here. So we're talking about a business where anyone can plug in here without referring or recruiting anybody and put money in their pocket right away without even spending any money. How about that? Pretty amazing, I know. But there is literally $30 cashback offer waiting for you. All you got to do is plug in here. There's plenty of gas cashback using our gas app discount, which is easy to get and doesn't cost you anything. And there's even a little bit of Amazon gift card action going on. So all of that right there, like I said, $60. Everybody can go and get that. But you can actually get a lot more than that, which is fantastic. You think about how many business ops you've taken a look at where they show you income without you spending any money. I'm guessing that number is round. And then the next question from there is, would you spend $22 to save hundreds more? Really is up to you, but we have all kinds of ways where you can save money on bills you're already paying, money you're already spending, and we'll show a little bit of that to you, and you can do your own exploration, and I think you'll be happy with what you find. We got to share all the bad news with you. you know, this is where people are, and this is why people need what we have. I mean, if you look at the Gallup poll that comes out every May, June, everyone always says, yeah, I don't like my job, don't like how much money I'm making. And most people lose money, lose sleep over losing money, lose money over sleep. And money, as we all know, is probably the number one challenge of relationships. And then this one is really painful to read. 90% of people have less than $10,000 when they pass away, and the average person doesn't have $500 cash. They can go slap money on a charge card, but not $500 in an emergency. So that's pretty awful. That's why we're helping people get more money. This headline was mind-boggling to me. This came out at the beginning of last month. Here we are at the end of July. I can't even believe it. Time's flying. What a great summer we've had. But 1/3 of Americans making $250 grand, that's $250,000 a year, are living paycheck to paycheck. What? That is terrible right there. And of course they can pay their bills, but this is the stat we really care about right there. 61% of consumers are living paycheck to paycheck, which was 9 points higher than last year. And of course, what are we talking about? Inflation, crazy gas prices, and no end in sight with all of that nonsense. So people definitely want what we have. And here's some other jaw-dropping stats on retired people. I mean, we got almost 50 million people at 65 or older, and their average income is $3 grand a month. I did the math right there for you if you want to be exact, like Pastor Becker is always with his math. But, you know, net worth of 170 grand at retirement time, and I bet most of that is equity in a house. So, you know, they're living on that $3,000 a month. Would an extra $500 a month help all those people? Yeah, absolutely. And we can show them how to get that without a whole lot of effort. But, you know, the challenge, if you're out there looking for your own home business, is what we call the dirty little secret of network marketing, or the elephant in the room. I know all of you are elated to know I squelched that crazy elephant trumpet tonight. But this is, you know, the thing that no one wants to talk about, that to make money in the typical direct selling or network marketing company, other people have to lose money, which means spending money, piling up product, buying rank, doing all kinds of crazy stuff, or getting caught in some, you know, illegitimate setup. But here is the new way, and we love this. We love talking about, I'm passionate about sharing this with everybody. To make money, other people have to save money. How does that sound? I mean, you tell me which way sounds better to you. Kind of a no-brainer to me. I've been in this industry for over 3 decades. Next month will be 33 years. You know, we've seen this time and time again where people are ripping their hair out trying to make money at something where the deck is stacked against them. So, you know, we always say, if you haven't had success, it might not be your fault, and it's time for a change. You know, the odds have been stacked against you, where almost all people lose money, because you got to go sell something, convince people to buy something they may not want or need, where you got an overpriced or high-priced product with a super high monthly auto ship. You know, in order to get paid, you got to spend $100, something like that. And your traditional comp plan qualifications that are really just a big tar pit that you can't get out of to get to make money. That's why it's hard to break even, and that's why attrition is very large. That means a lot of people are quitting. In fact, maybe as many people quit as join, and next thing you know, if you want to get to here, you got to go twice as far in order to account for all the people that quit as fast as you bring them on. That's why Nexus is a game changer, and that's why we're so excited to share it with you tonight. I mean, we all know the common sense, but it's not necessarily common knowledge that for a business to sustain itself, to last longer than, you know, 6 months or a year, it needs an actual product and an actual customer who's able to afford that product, and then they're satisfied when they get it. I mean, all that stuff should be obvious, right? But I don't know why so many people jump into stuff that is a flash in the pan, that's some type of illegal Ponzi scheme. And you gotta be a little bit savvy to know how to avoid all that junk. But, you know, here you don't have to deal with any of that. You don't have to deal with front end loading, you know, buying rank to, you know, get ahead. You don't have to garage qualify. This guy is buying all these, I don't know if that's blueberries or grapes, but, you know, they're running it into the garage there. You don't have to deal with any of that stuff with us. There's not going to be any upsell. No one's going to try to go and get you just tonight. limited time offer. Go get this $499 package. And if you're really smart, you'll get 3 of them, you know, just spend $1,500. Hey, we've all seen it. You know, I'm laughing about it now, but a long time ago, that was bread and butter, and people are still doing that. I had someone call me up and share with me just a few days ago, yeah, it's only $1,500. Do you want to reach the top rank right away? And I'm like, no, thanks. Not going to do that anymore. So, you know, there's no large auto ship, and this is the key. No one is getting hurt financially. I mean, what peace of mind we have when we share, hey, we got 3 essentials out there, and we cover all 3 of them: gas, groceries, prescriptions, big brand names, whatever you want to put there in that 3rd category. Nexus has the solution for you, and we're going to show it to you. But before we do, we're going to show you how affordable our business is. I mean, wouldn't you like to hear the cost of this thing right out of the gate? Well, there it is right on the screen, $21.95. Now, we do have a setup fee one time. It's $10. Hope I didn't break the bank for anybody. Totally affordable. But here's a question that I love asking people, because I already know the answer. Would you pay a small membership fee to save a larger amount of money? Well, many of us, maybe most of us, already do, right? Have you heard of any of these places? Everybody in America has heard of them, and most people have a membership there. You know, Henry Ford said over 100 years ago, you sell with the masses to dine with the classes. And that's what Sam did, and that's what Costco did, all these guys. Well, guess what? How much are they paying you to refer other people for sharing the savings that you get there? They actually do have a little referral reward one time. And that's it. Here, with this right there, you are literally able to earn $10 every time you refer someone who pays that $21.95. How fantastic is that? Yeah, that's right. If you're doing the math, 45% of that $22 is going back to you for referring them, which is fantastic. We'll talk more about that in a little bit, but check this out. We actually have, with our Cashback app, a way to get paid on hundreds and thousands of big-time brand names that, you know, everybody's seen, and you've shopped there, eaten there. I mean, all these different restaurants and, you know, famous stores and brand names, and you can average, you know, a few percent cash back from thousands of retailers. Now, we can't give you an exact amount, because if you go to Walmart, it's going to be 1%. And if you go to, you know, the Under Armour store, it might be 8%. But, you know, all that's available to you. I actually saw today, Scott and I were just talking about this, 28% off of a Burger King visit from our app. I mean, that's kind of cool right there. Now, you can go and hear a lot of testimonials on our 3-minute sizzle call, 385-330-9068. You can literally hear that, where about 2/3 of that are people just, you know, machine gun fire, talking about how much money they saved with our app. So you can go check that out. We have in our Benefit Hub, which is one of our premium services, huge savings on travel. And when you go there, you might see some discounts. You might be very happy, but literally up to 60% off right there on hotels. And by the way, if you're wondering if anyone's using this service, only almost 2 million clicks right there, and a lot of love. So is this a secret? No. Are we the first person, you know, getting these types of discounts on travel? No, but it is a well-known, well-used, high-traffic travel savings account that we have white-labeled and that is available to you. All you got to do is plug in here. And by the way, let me tell you something about the savings here that we have on travel. There are other companies charging double just what we just on the travel that we offer. They're charging double that, literally $35, $40 a month. And you're getting all our other stuff included for that $21.95. Pretty amazing. If that's not enough for you, also in our premium membership, you can get massive discounts from tickets. I don't know if that's ticket in French, but we are a proud partner with the world's most loved venues, more than 3,000 partners worldwide, a ticket for everyone. Whether you're talking about museums or theme parks or Broadway shows, I mean, all over the world and in every major city out there, and up to 40% off. And you go check it out. You can go through all the different deals on there. That's great. This one actually is tremendous right here. You can save money by shopping, getting this Benefit Hub premium service to go shop your car insurance and your homeowner's insurance. Now, if you're like me, I pulled the skeptical card right away. I'm like, what, are they going to give you Fred's auto insurance, where, you know, you get them between 5 and 7 on Thursday evening, you know, every other week. No, it's actually brand names. And thank you very much to our own Gigi Joyce Harris. She went and she got $100 a month, saved $1,200 a year on her car insurance. That's a lot of money, right? I think that covers your $22 a month, right, Joyce? But she switched from Liberty Mutual. Everybody knows them. They have their ads. And by the way, I'm not picking on Liberty. You might be able to switch from somebody else to Liberty and save that same type of money. But she switched from there to Farmers. Now, they give you the offer, and then you get to choose if you want to accept it. So it's not like you just put the blindfold on like Priceline and say, I hope I get a good deal on that flight. That's not how it works. You get to see it and then approve it if you like the provider and the rate. So it's a great setup. I could talk about that all day, and all these different savings, big ticket, appliances and electronics, education, different restaurant deals, sporting goods, health spas, credit repair, and more health insurance. All these different things are available to everybody, where you can literally average hundreds of dollars a month in savings. And by the way, this app, this program, you can go to it online or on an app, is used by about a quarter of all the Fortune 500 companies out there. If you don't know the Fortune 500, that's the largest 500 companies out there. And about a quarter of them are using, in fact, over 10,000 of them use Benefit Hub, this same program that we have set up here, including America's 2 largest employers. And, you know, I love this right here. 1.1 million people visited that site last month. Here's how skeptical I am. I went and I checked their web traffic, and it was for the month of May. The last month it reported, it was 1.1 million. It actually was that same number the month before that, too. Can you imagine how many people are going there? 1.1 million to check out all the services. So is there value there? Yeah. So we love that. Here are a few other ways you can save money. Everybody's all hopped up about this. Our gas app, you don't have to go dump anything into your gas tank. You don't have to take any risks. All you got to do is just tee up the app. It'll tell you right on your cell phone. It'll tell you what the gas stations are, where they're located, and the discount they're offering. And then you go there. I mean, look at this right here. This guy, wild man. I don't know if that's over a year or what, but that's pretty significant. Scott and I have already racked up a couple $100 there in cash back. Now, some of that's from us pumping gas, and some of that is from us referring others. And check this out. Every time you refer someone, you're getting 15 cents a gallon per referral. Every time. There's no limit. You want to go refer 100 people or 1,000 people, there you go. You're putting that money in your pocket every time you pump your gas. Now, it's a one-time thing, but then if you're smart, you already beat me to the next line. 1 cent a gallon for every gallon they buy forever. Your referral, all of them, every gallon they pump, you get 1 cent plus on everyone they refer. All your referrals, you get half a cent per gallon. And that adds up. I mean, it's pretty significant. I'm showing you in a minute what's happened. Check this out. $4.26 on a fill-up I got from filling up on a $65 fill-up. Now, how many times do you need to do that to cover your $21.90 fee? Well, I look at that and I say, I'm not super fast with a calculator, but I think if I fill up 5 times in a month, which, it's once a week plus, I think everybody can cover their Nexus premium membership just by going and filling up your gas tank 5 times. Now, look, even if you only come in at $10, you still chop that in half right there. Now, look at this. Here's a referral bonus. That was in one day. I don't even want to tell you what it was today. It was getting close. Okay, I'll tell you. It was like $1.80. Crazy. But here it is. If you can't see this on your screen, I'll read it to you. I know it's kind of tiny print, but I wanted you to know it was actual screenshot right here. I'm pointing to my screen if you don't know where I am. I'm over here. But that right there, it says 1 cent a gallon on 90 gallons. Now, I just did the math. If your average fill up is like 15 gallons, that means 6 people went and filled up, and I made 91 cents right there. And then half cent a gallon on another, what is that, 3 or 4 fill ups. And there you go. So that's where the $1.20 came from. It says right here, I blew this up so you can see it. Thanks to you, people earned cash back today. And since you referred them, you got a bonus too. Woohoo! We love that. Now check this out right here. This is kind of crazy. This just came in yesterday. I got $9.85 cash back. What? Yeah, I got almost $10 cash back. There it is right there. Receipt total. I took this. It was one thing on my cell, And then I screenshotted it and then I chopped it in half so I could fit it on and blow it up as much as possible so you all could see it. That's literally right around the corner from my house. And it says right here, I'm in the Woodlands, Texas, if you don't know where that is, just north of Houston. But it says right there, I paid $46.90 on our little Toyota small tank, and we got $10 cash back. Now, how in the heck did that happen? Well, you see all the referral bonuses? That's 4 people that we referred, and then we got that 15 cents a gallon right there. Promotions applied, and then we had some other discounts, and that gas station had their own discount. So we just went cha-ching, and we just kept racking it up, and boom, there it was, $10. So right out of the gate, I filled up my gas tank because Scott and I have been actually, check this out, we've been referring people to Nexus for the last 2 months, and so they've been racking up. There you go. How many times can you do that to cover your Nexus fee? So build up your referral base over time. It might take you a month or 2. It might take you 6 months, whatever. And then all of a sudden, you're getting some pretty hefty cash back. I love that. Sorry, I just get a little excited about that. Yeah, it's a small amount of money, but think about how many people need to do this to cover their $22 a month. Now, I have not had one person say to me, I can't afford the $22 a month. But there are some people out there that are, looking at the end of the month, wondering where all the money went. And so, we definitely got something for people. Now, Scott loves to talk about Aunt Sally. I'm going to blow through this real quick. He has a great story. If you want to see it, it's on a recording because we're trying to beat the clock here tonight. We got a special guest and we want to leave time for them. But that $30 right there is from Gigi. I referenced her earlier. And I'll tell you what, she has really shed some great light on what we got going on here. She did that right there, $30 in cashback. That's her app displayed on her cell phone, gave us a screenshot, and that's right there from less than 2 weeks. She made $30 cash back. So now she does a lot of driving, in fairness. She's driving pretty much every day for her job. And so she's filling up a lot more often, but still, there you go. Helping people out. Then, 10 days, not 2 weeks. There it is right there. And then she said she was using Fetch rewards to scan her receipts, and she was racking up points there. 10,000 points gets you a $10 Amazon gift card. Cha-ching. I already showed you all $60 right there. Oh, wait, no, I didn't. Coming right up. We also get paid to eat. Anybody excited about that? Look at the cashbacks here. I said 28% at Burger King. Here's 34% at Popeyes. You can literally get thousands of restaurants giving you money. Why would they do that? You see these crazy amounts, even if it's 5% or, save $2 at Baskin Robbins, whatever. Why are they paying us? It's real easy. Remember the old days when if you wanted to reach everyone in America, ABC, CBS, and NBC, that was it. And you got everybody one way or another on those 3 channels. Well, instead of doing that today, because you can't corner all of the country that way, you got 1,000 different places. Well, more than that, probably got tens of thousands of places. So instead of doing the advertising, they are going through the cashback process, and that is how they're reaching people today. It's brilliant. I can talk about that for the next 2 hours, and lucky for you, I'm not going to. And I know you're like, whew, okay. But not only at where you eat, but everywhere you shop, you can get paid. And people say to me every time at the end of the meeting, did that really say Amazon? Yeah, it's true. You can actually go and get cash back on your Amazon receipts on all these different stores. And all you gotta do is scan the receipt and cha-ching. So lots of great savings. I can talk about that stuff all day. One more I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna be real quick on this because this is a home run, but I want you to go and read about it. I'm going to just touch on it very briefly. You see here, $30 within reach right there. Spend $30, get $30 cash back, and you can go to Walmart, you can go to Sam's Club, Target. I don't know where. There's a long list. There's like 3,500 different name brand stores where you can go and shop all over the place. But here is the other fun part of this. When you refer others and they spend $30 and get $30 back, you get a $30 bonus. How amazing is that right there? Free money after you get free product. Now, a little secret for you. You actually don't have to go and get the $30 back yourself. You can still get the $30 referral bonus, and you can get that as many times as you refer someone. So if we refer 10 people, That's $300 right there, right? 30 times 10. I know you're impressed. I did that without a calculator. But here's the fine print. You got 90 days to go and get your $30 product cash back, and it's only available in the U.S. and Canada. Okay, so there you go. Hope that makes you have enough motivation to jump in here and join us. But this is not a new thing. You know, this program has actually been around for a few years. It's a giant multi-billion-dollar Japanese conglomerate, and again, just the details on that. They've done over $2 billion in cash back, helping 15.3 million people dive in here and get some of that money. So everyone, you know, I've talked to, I don't even know how many hundreds of people about this program in the last 2 months, and guess how many actually had heard about this $30 deal? Woo! Unbelievable. I don't know why more people don't know about this. Now, if you knew about it, hey, congratulations. Kudos from me to you. You're awesome. And you are definitely sniffing rare air, because no one I've talked to heard about the $30 deal. And, you know, here we are telling everybody about it. And, you know, a lot of times people say, well, I could get that deal without Nexus. And I say, you could, but you didn't, because we told you about it. And so there you go. You know, it's like, yeah, go get it. But I just told you about it. And look, this right here. You got $30 because your pal got $30 thanks to you. The more friends you bring, the more you cha-ching. So, again, a great program. Scott and I, we love to tell people we got 4 of those in 1 week. That was $120. And we love that. Here's the Amazon gift card from the Fetch Rewards app. And for these amount of points, you get these dollar amounts. If you heard Bruce, and he might throw it in the chat box because he is King Kong on the Fetch app, he has 3 of these already racked up, 167,000 points, something crazy like that. The number's so large that they were going to take that and they were going to pay off some of the national debt with it. But anyway, you see the $50 gift card for 50,000 points. And yeah, then you go shop online. They'll give you like 20 different choices of stores where you can go get a gift card for that. I'm not going to go through all that detail with you, but one more app that we offer. Oh, here's another prescription app. This is another home run where you can save a ton of money on your prescriptions. And they say right on our awesome 1-minute video, that's a screenshot from it, it works with or without insurance. Woohoo! I mean, how incredible is that? They say right on the video, our prices may be cheaper than your copay. You can go watch that video on the rep website of the person that invited you here tonight, and you can hear them say it. So watch that video. It's 1 minute. I mean, it's really well done. I love it. And this is a great app. Help a lot of people that are, you know, saying, I can't afford these medications anymore. What am I going to do? And who knows, they might save money. Now, our benefit hub, I'm going to talk a little bit about building internationally and growing this thing out, because check this out. We literally have our premium service available in 15 countries. Ed and I were on a call today with someone who's heading to Ireland next week, right? Bill, if you're on here, and he asked me, you know, is Nexus over there in the UK? And I was like, oh, hey, check this out. Ireland, UK, Germany, Spain, Italy, fantastic. But also, one thing I didn't tell them is that they offer phone support in country for all 15 of those countries. Now, if you're looking at that saying, okay, great, but what about, you know, someone over here in Kenya, or someone down here in Brazil, or someone over here in Korea? I'm pointing at Japan, but, you know, over here somewhere with all our little clickety dots over there. It's fun. But what do I do for them? Well, guess what? If that's not enough for you, check this out. We actually have our shopping app in 73 countries, and that's according to them. If you know, trying to find out exactly where you can plug this in, you'll have to plug in with them. But they say they hit all of Europe plus, that's 30 countries there. They hit a lot of Asia, and that's most of Asia. Obviously, we got all of North America, a little bit in the Middle East and Africa, and then most of South America, Central America. So that is incredible. Now, let me tell you the really good news. If you have people that are outside of these 73 countries, guess what? They can still join us and then recruit into these countries, share that news, and get referrals going, and still get paid even if they don't have an app available in their country. How fantastic is that? And that's why we have people plugging in all over the world around here. So we love that. We've got included with our premium program, you get a rep website, a back office. They track everything, genealogy, it's all in place. You can see everyone in your entire organization. It's fantastic. They've got all this in place. They even give you personal site stats. And when you go into your genealogy section, you can see this. I just love this right here. Visitors in the last 30 days, visitors today, 10, yesterday, 41. I mean, those are old numbers from my site. But, you know, you look at that and you say, oh, okay. So you had 41 people go to your site in one day. Yep. I was sending out some info, telling everybody about it. It's pretty awesome. So all of that is included in your $21.95 membership. We love that. There's a lot more than that we talk about all day. You might say, can't I get all of that for free? Actually, a lot of it you can. No question about it. We have an awesome free membership package with a ton of value. I showed you those 4 apps, and you can go grab them all right now and free. And we love getting customers, so that's no problem at all. But you're getting a lot more value when you get our paid membership. I mean, all of the different things that we offer there to save you money and to help you build a business, because we have the ability as a paid affiliate member, whatever you want to call it, to build a big network here. And I love to say a high school kid could go get 50 friends' parents to pay that $22 a month. I mean, it's just not that difficult. That'd be a much better fundraiser than, you know, a lot of the stuff that they're selling these days. So, or you can go get a mattress or some mulch or candy bars, magazines, all that stuff. But here's the real difference between what we have with Nexus Rewards and others. It's a low-cost program that there's nothing else out there at that price. Similar programs run double to quadruple what we are charging. And with the bundle of those free programs, you know, if you were out there just marketing the gas app, you couldn't make enough to justify doing that exclusively to make a significant amount of money. You'd make a nice little chunk, but it wouldn't be enough. Those free programs don't add up enough to justify spending time promoting just one of them. So what we do is we bundled them all together, and the bundle, especially with our premium package, makes all of that way worth it to everybody out there. And the other thing is, this is huge right here. The third-party apps are in place outside of Nexus. So you don't have to worry about, hey, can they scale up to handle another 50,000, 100,000, a million people plugging in here? Is Nexus going to get steamrolled by overgrowth, which actually kills a lot of direct sales companies? And the answer is no, we don't have to worry about that. And we already have proof. You know, we showed you Rakuten's already had 15 million people plug in there. That means there's still another, like, what, 100 million people that we can go get. Even if the number is only 20 or 30 million, we can easily go and get 10 or 20% of that. So way, way wide open market. Don't have to worry about scaling up. And this is also very important. There's a much higher percentage of revenue being paid back to affiliates, to the members who paid for the premium service. And we love these guys. The founders of this company, as longtime reps, they know what we're going through. They have done this before themselves, and they want us to succeed. They've set this up so they're paying a lot of money back. Now, if you didn't see our training from Saturday, that was 3 days ago, go check it out, because one of our co-founders, Art Phelps, is on there on recording saying this is going to $1 billion company, and he wants to pay out 80% of that. True story. Sorry, little sip break there. But you know, for an owner to say that, well, and that one of the things that really caught my attention, he said he's a champion of the little guy. That's what he said, and that means he wants to help people win here. And I just love that when you know, an owner has that kind of attitude. It really is magical to find. It's refreshing to find someone who cares and wants to help everybody, as many people as they can. So we love that. Now, if you're looking at this and saying, what, a free program going to $1 billion, really? And you're skeptical like I was, I totally get it. I was too, just a couple months ago. Actually, I was super skeptical. But when you study similar business models like Spotify, who right on their website say they transformed music listening forever, then you start to have maybe a transformation of your own mindset, because this company was launched in 2008, and they became one of the largest music streaming services with over 400 million monthly active users, including a small fraction, maybe a third, whatever that is, 35, 40% of the people paying for the service. That's $10 a month. Now, what did that translate into? They offered that free service. They provided great value, and then they got a big chunk to upgrade. And right now, 2021, that's what their newsroom says, that they did $10 billion in revenue last year off of a free model. That's exactly what we're doing. It's the same setup here, and you can plug in here and upgrade. You can plug in right away as a paid member, whatever you want to do. You get that bundle package and saves you a lot more money than it costs you. And then why would you leave, right? I mean, that's pretty much our model, and we love it. So it's really all mindset, because you already waste way more money than $22 a month. If you didn't shop your car insurance, guilty. If your cable bill promo ended and you didn't renegotiate it, guilty. Actually, I did remedy that, and you'll find out about that here in the next few weeks. And then if you haven't watched a streaming service in months, but you're still paying for it, I'm not guilty of that. I turned all that stuff off a long time ago. If you bought a timeshare and you haven't used it in years, no one's done that. If you don't use coupons that you could easily save $20 a month. I had a guy tell me yesterday, yeah, I'm not a coupon guy, but there they are right there. How about this one? Get a $5 latte at Starbucks Monday through Friday. There's only $100 a month that you're flinging out the window on coffee. Oh, it's way better than coffee. You can't call it that. Already have the Upside app, but never remember to use it. I mean, I can keep going on and on. I've had 3 people tell me that. I already had that app. Really? Are you using it? No. Doink. Okay, so there you go. So that's how you turn pocket change with Nexus into a significant income and not even worry about that $22 right there. Bottom line, there's 2 ways to make money here. Use the apps, put cash back in your pocket, refer other people, and then you can pay off bills. You can spend a lot more time with your family, and you can travel, cha-ching. And by the way, there's a 100% money-back guarantee on the simplest business ever. You get 1 week there. Again, the owner's totally looking out for everybody, being completely customer-friendly and consumer protective. Now, look, there is a great pay plan here, and you might be stunned, but the chart is spelled out for you right in our back office, so you know exactly what you need to do. And you can see how many people you need to get right there to rank up. It's real simple. The pro rank is the first one, and that's not professional, that's promotional. And if you go get 5 personal enrollments, you are now a pro, okay? I hope that everybody can do that. If you can't, then go watch our training, and we'll help you get there. Not hard to do. Then when your 5 get 5, you would have 25 under those 5, right? That's what you want to help everybody do. Go hit pro. And by the way, if you had 5 who got 25, that'd be 30. So that's how you blow right by pro and race to double that, right? Pro 50, that's the next rank. And then double that again. 1 star, that's 100. Now, 1 star is where you start really rolling and you can grow at the rate of growth of the company. Now, our top rank up here is Nick Skolsky. Congrats to him. He hit the diamond rank. He has been blazing the trail for all of us. And he went and stepped it out right there at the diamond rank. He's right around the corner from that double diamond. Gotta love it. Gloria McDonald smoked everybody to 3-star when she came on. She came on a few months after Nick and went to 3-star very quickly. Mike did 2-star. He was the first one to hit 2-star under Nick. And then we have our 1-stars, Carolyn Fernandez, who's on this call tonight. Carolyn, congrats. Way to go. And thank you. Also, she was one of the earliest to hit the star ranks. Bob Wade also, Kim Ward also, and our newest 1-star, Lindsay Sewell. And if you want to hear her story, join us on Thursday. She is a firecracker and is blowing this thing up, and also one of the top 10 enrollers in the entire company, as reported on our Saturday training. But 1-star is that rank where, you know, your group can start to grow at the rate of growth of the company, and we love that. So You want to rank up quickly here and get to the top. By the way, we have all the tools that you need in place. We're not going to talk about that tonight, but you can access all this stuff. There's Carolyn right there talking about getting 20 signups in a month from using the system. The system works. And we have all kinds of good stuff, capture pages, landing pages, videos, the sizzle call we told you about. You can get some marketing, all these different ideas, everything that you need, easy to share this business. My favorite tool of all, I always got to rave about this because this is what did me in. If you haven't seen this yet, make sure you go see this fantastic flip book. It is right there. But you don't have to copy that site down. Just go to the website of the person that invited you or get your own rep website and then watch it. It's right on the front of your website. I mean, how fantastic is that? So you'll see a lot of the similar info that you saw here tonight, but you won't have the owner of the company is actually on there, and he won't be talking at 100 miles an hour. And he explains everything in detail, including the comp plan, which we're not going to do tonight. But make sure you check that out. Everything that you need for success is in place here. I just went through all this. Little reminder if you want to go through all of that, if you're watching this on a recording. But I'm going to fast forward, so you can too, because I want to touch on this very quickly, and then I'm going to bring on our guest speaker tonight. There are 4 phases of growth, according to Success Magazine from like 35 years ago: formulation, concentration, momentum, and stability. And to get to that momentum, you really have to have critical mass. And that comes right after the concentration, where you know you have a solid business and everything in place. Well, that usually takes 2 or 3 years, maybe longer, for a company to get there. But when a company launches the right way, you know, it can hit that critical mass point a lot faster. And we think that's going to be at the end of this year. Yeah, right around the corner. So you want to get on that train now while it's going slow. And when you jump on it, it might take off and go vertical. Yeah, train going vertical. Good visual right there. But we expect that to happen here in 2023 in a big way. So I advise you to get in, get market share, and position now so that you get a huge critical mass growth percentage when that actually happens, which is going to happen very quick. So as they say in real estate, you know, 3 most important words: location, location, location. Well, in marketing, it's timing, timing, and timing. There it is right there. So timing is everything, and you are in the right place at the right time. If you want proof of growth, I'm just going to show this real quick because the bottom line here is we haven't even started yet. This was my projection when all we could see was the April numbers. I said, is it going to 100,000 in May? We didn't know. I mean, there's our little growth trajectory from startup. They registered the domain name on January 4th, so they didn't have any traffic then. And then they got a few hundred people checking out the website in February. They launched and went crazy in March, and then almost tripled the number in April. Want to see the number for May? The lag time on this is like 60 days, 70 days. So, and I said at the time, we expect, this was just a couple weeks ago, we expect the May data to be exponentially higher than April. And then you can see the proof of that vertical growth. Well, check this out. Remember that arrow right there. Look at this. That was April, and here's May. Kind of crazy. 280,000. I did not alter the angle of that arrow at all. That's a lot of A's going on right there. But you can see our May growth made us jump in terms of web traffic from 2.1 millionth rank all the way up to 228,000, if I can say that accurately without spitting. But there you go. So our June numbers haven't been released yet. Should be in the next 2 weeks, and we can't wait. It's going to be exciting. I told people, you know, back in June and even in the first half of July, I don't know what the number is going to be. And if it comes in at 80,000, I'll be happy. If it comes in at 200,000, I'll be happy. And we blew the lid off of that thing. And some people were cringing when I put this info out because they're like, oh, what happens if it's not that good? And I said, don't worry about it. It's going to be great. And guess what I'm saying for June? Don't worry about it. It's going to be great. So we can all get a piece of this pie. By the way, all this growth is happening during the summer. What are the slowest months of direct sales? When everybody's on vacation, focused on other things, hitting the pool. The slowest months of direct sales are June, July, and August. And here we are going crazy. So I got to give you a little income disclaimer. We don't guarantee anybody's income. There's no salary here. Your results are solely based on your individual efforts, skill, and the time that you put into it. If you want to read that whole disclaimer, you can. But we're going to keep moving. Our founders, I can just give you a little bit of their background, Art and Rob. And if you want to hear Rob's story, plug in tomorrow. He will be on the corporate call. That is our Wednesday, 1 p.m. Eastern call. He will be a guest on there. So thank you to Rob for that. But these two brothers put this together. You know, they're veterans in the industry. I told you they've been in here for a while, over 3 decades themselves. In the 90s, they were top reps for Rexall Showcase International. If you're not familiar with that name right there, a huge company throughout the entire decade of the 90s. And there's even a book written about it, The Prescription for Success. And they had 95% of that entire company in their organization. Woo! Kablooey right there. They started in 2003, a company called Automatic Builder. You saw us reference that. That was a tool to help you build your organization. It's still there, and you can access that if you want. And then they launched Nexus Rewards in this year, just 6 months ago. Hard to believe. But they've got plenty of experience running companies, building companies. They said their goals are to help millions of people provide a residual income for decades and become a legacy company. So that was pretty spectacular right there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this now, and I'm going to jump back to our list of guests here, and I'm going to bring on our guest, if I can do that. Hold on one second. I just want to make sure. Bob Brooks has been a veteran in this industry like we have for a long time. I think, and you can correct me if I'm incorrect, Bob, that you've been at this for 2 decades and you've seen a lot of companies. And he is an Air Force veteran and a hardworking man. I'm sorry, Navy. Oh, shame on me. I blew that. Navy veteran. And you retired from the Navy, right? Did you do a couple decades there?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Awesome. And you are, how long you been here with the company? Since the beginning?
Since the beginning.
Okay. Awesome. And so you have a special story that I think everyone's going to be able to relate to. Can you share a little bit about your background and how you got into this? And then, because I love the fact you go all the way back to the big A company, right?
Yes, I do. I actually go back a little further. When I was a teenager, I saw it on, I don't know, like a 60-minute show. I saw them do a background on that where people could start their own business from their garage, a little bit of money. And I remember as a teenager thinking, boy, that'd be a great thing to do. I wouldn't even know how to do that, wouldn't know how to find it, but I joined the Navy. I was about 8 years into the Navy when a guy caught me in a parking lot and started drawing circles. And I asked him who he was, and he said he was the big A word. And he didn't want to say it at first because he was used to rejection, but I got excited. I blew him away and said, I've been looking for you. I mean, I've been looking for this all my life. Where you been? I'll do it right now. And I signed up on the spot in the parking lot. It was $349. I wrote him the check. I got a huge starter kit with some of their concentrated soap. I went in my barracks and I went to a couple doors and knocked on doors and asked if they wanted to get rich and buy soap. They all said no, they're sailors. They want to go out and drink. They didn't want to have soap. I went back to my room, and that was the end of that. For what I saw, and that was network marketing. The idea of leveraging my efforts with other people, and all I had to do was leverage because I was in the service. Yes, I'm support and defend the Constitution of the United States, but I knew there was a day I was going to get out, and I really didn't want to work for somebody. Well, long story, I did some other companies, and I had some minor success with one in particular because I loved the product. It was a product of silver, and it was saving and earning, almost like what we're doing here. But this is even better because it was a program where I was helping people save money, and I'm doing the same thing again. And I had success because I love the product. I was able to overcome my number one problem I've had over all the years, and that was fear of rejection and insecurity in myself of meeting new people and doing things. But when I had the product I loved, I did well. Well, when that went away, I jumped on everything. I mean, I was on every product. I knew network marketing works. I could see it works, and I was doing all this different stuff. And I finally landed on this. I'm just going to come a whole way instead of going through all those stories. But when I got here, I realized, okay, now I have a product I love. And I sat down and I did a list of people who are winning and people who are struggling, and what are the winners doing that I'm not doing, because I've been at this a long time. And they weren't hiding behind advertising. They were people. And it brought back that old fear. I'm going to have to talk to people I don't know. And it's like, but how bad you want it? And that's when I woke up and said, I'm going to do what it takes to do this. I'm going to take myself out of my shell. I'm going to meet people. I'm going to connect with people. And I'm just going to be friends with people. And I'll let the rest take care of itself. And it's been the big change. It's all changed when I quit trying to think I'm trying to recruit somebody, sell somebody, something. I'm just making friends. And from there, the rest takes place. And it's been such a fun ride because I have a product I love. It helps everybody. I have no fear of anything anymore. And it's all, this business is not just about growing in income. It's also about growing yourself, because I mean, over the years, I've just come so far, and I look back, I'm like, if only I had done this sooner. But God has his time and everything, and it wasn't time. But here I am, I'm so excited on top of the world. I'm getting very close to being a star. I'm pushing for it, but I'm just having a blast doing this. And all I can say is, if you're out there and you have any fears at all, get in the pool. When I didn't know how to swim, if I had stayed outside the pool and said, well, I'll get in when I know how, I never would have been swimming. And that was part of my problem, was that fear. But once I got in the pool, I learned how to swim, and I got in this pool and said, I'm just going to do it, because you know what? I'm 61, and the idea of working until God knows when. I mean, my schedule. I get up at 3 a.m, walk my dog, and on the walk, I think about what I'm going to do when I'm talking to people, connecting with people who I want to connect with. I get back, I spend time on the computer for about an hour. And then after I do all that and try to make some connections and things like that, I have a quick little bite to eat. I get to work. I'm at my office at 5:30 in the morning. I stay till 5 at night. I don't really take a lunch over to eat my desk, come home, get on these calls, get back to work. And I'm usually done around 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. And I'm doing this day after day because I have a mission. I am so excited where I'm going. It's happening. I can't stop now.
Awesome.
I do find time for my family on Saturday and Sunday, but I mean, I'm fired up. This is.
Well, we're going to steal some of your time on Saturday. We're going to steal some of that time from you, right? And
I work Saturday morning.
Good. Well, you're going to give us a quick clinic on what you do. I heard some crazy number, like you were signing up somebody from this method that you were doing, like every week you were having somebody enroll. Is that accurate?
When I was really getting aggressive at that, yes. And then I tried doing some other things like you always do. You try learning some other things. I try to take on some other things, YouTube and those sort of things. So I haven't been as effective there because I haven't put the time in, but I'm getting back to it because I definitely want to start going back to that because it just works. I mean, it works.
And you got an exploding group, right? I mean, how far away are you from 1 star? I'm putting you on the spot.
I think I'm 17 right now.
Okay.
It might be 11. It's 17 or 11. I don't remember. I looked today and I don't remember, but I've got a couple people I'm talking to, so I'm really trying to get there.
All right. Well, you've got a great technique. It was awesome to talk to you the other day. By the way, you're in Iowa, right? That's not Iowa behind you, is it?
No, that is not. That's I did a green screen. I've got a dog in my back
truck. I love it.
Kind of got messed up, so I had to green screen it.
I think it looks great. So nice work. All right, so we're going to hear from you on Saturday in our training, talking about one of your techniques to bring people into the business, right?
Yep. And everything,
you're right around the corner from being.
It's practice. Everything's practice. Just do it.
Oh yeah. Yep. Awesome. Well, I appreciate you spending some time with us here tonight. Now everybody knows they're going to get a treat from you on Saturday. So we'll be looking forward to that. Congrats on all your success. And thank you for taking a couple minutes with us here.
Thanks for having me. It's been fun. I talk fast, so if I do training, it's usually done in 10, 15 minutes.
Awesome. All right, great. That will work. All right. Appreciate you, Bob. And thank you to our founders for actually connecting us, because Bob is not in our organization. By the way, I'm a rep just like everybody else on this call out here building. All right. How do you get started? And we'll wrap this up real quick. It's not difficult at all. You go to the website of the person that invited you. That's going to be mynexusrewards.com/their username, whatever that is. And then click join now at the top. I hope that's not too complicated. Down here, when you get to your friends or your contact's website, you'll see their name and contact info, and you'll know that you're in the right place. So that should be very easy. Click that join now button. And when you do, you're going to go to a page that looks like this, and you will see the premium subscription and all the long list of stuff you get on there. I ran out of screen, so I couldn't show it all to you. I'm just kidding, but it is a long list. And then you can click the button at the bottom where it says become a premium member and click here. Easy to do. And by the way, friends don't let friends join for free. So I'm just kidding around, but you know, get in if you can afford that premium membership. Get in and get you all the discounts that you have coming to you. And then you got to go get 3 people and you're covered every month from then on out just by the commissions that you're earning. Now, the next screen after you click on that join here, click here, then pick your country. You can see the drop-down box, then click next, and then give them your name, email, phone number, and charge card, and you are off to the races. Check, I agree to play by the rules. That's it. Bob said he paid with a check way back when. That was like 20 years ago. And of course, today you can even pay with crypto, which is really nice. So I guess that's for outside the US. But enroll today and turn your dreams into reality. All right, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to say adios to our recording. So thanks for listening.
Recording stopped.
We're going to open this up to our participants here. For anyone who has a question or comment, what I'm going to do is I'm going to allow you to unmute yourself, but you got to raise your hand if you have a question or a comment, and we'll call on you in the order of your hand being raised. How is that for fantastic? Now, I have not looked at the chat box at all because I've been too busy running my mouth. How often do they pay commissions? Great question. That would be every week. So every Friday, our week ends, and you can get a check cut that often. So awesome. And Luke, you are first up. So fire away with your question or your comment, sir, because I know you're building like a banshee. Yes, sir. How are you? Awesome. So I wasn't making it up when I said $4.25. Right in the middle of your number. Great, great testimonial. Appreciate that. Thank you for hopping on here. Always appreciated, Luke. Congrats on that success. All right, I saw a hand go up and then they disappeared. Bob, do you have your hand up?
Yeah.
Fire away if you do.
All right, thanks. Well, I have had a lot of problems. I'm on the first premium people. I had a lot of problem with some personal problems, but they're just about all gone now. And today I called several people that I know that are friends, and I'm planning on doing a lot more calling because I'm a salesman. I've been a salesman all my life. I sold jewelry for 50 years, and I sold a lot of other things.